it's your girl Ina here, shooting for my winter garden. It's freezing out here. So I just wanted to wish everybody a happy New Year's Eve. We are 6 hours ahead of you all, so we only have about 7 hours left in 2020, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're quickly approaching New Year's. By the time I get this video up, it might be a little bit from now. But first things first, I want to wish everyone a happy New Year's Eve. And I hope that you're being safe. We're staying in. We're going to my in-laws for dinner, and then we're going to play cards. So it's just going to be the four of us, and we social. It's basically like one household because we socialize a lot with them. So we're going to be pretty mild this year. But since we're going to, cheers. Let me have I've been alcohol free for 5 weeks, so this might put me under the table, which is kind of par for the course for me for New Year's Eve. So I usually end up under a table somewhere. That's it, see, because I'm a Jersey girl. Can you see my shirt? Jersey girl. Anyway, so we'll be going to my in-laws for New Year's Eve, but I just wanted to do a quick review. First of all, wish everyone a happy New Year's Eve, and then also talk a little bit about 2020. So 2020, for me, to look at the bright side, it wasn't all bad. There were definitely some positives. So first things, I want to talk about my New Year's Eve party last year, because that was such a blast, and it was before any of this stuff started, so before I had a YouTube channel or anything, and it was such a cool party. So I just want to talk a little bit about that that party. So we had, I'll just show you some video. So you can see from our party, we had a lot of friends over, the usual suspects. You probably recognize a lot of them from some of my other videos, but we had a ton of friends over, and everybody got all dressed up silly, and as is the custom at our house, we always have lots of things for everyone to get dressed up and get into trouble. So we had a ton of friends over, and then you can see when everyone arrived, I had a big table set up with all kinds of boas and leis and hats and crazy sunglasses and things like that to get everyone sort of in the mood. And then we had like the doorway with like glitter streamers and stuff. So we had that all set up and ready to go for our party. And then for dinner, because a lot of my friends come from Spain, I made a big, giant, huge pan of paella, and that was enough to feed everybody, and that went on well into the morning. And then, of course, we had karaoke, as you can see here. I've been angry and sad about things that you do. I can't count all the times that I hope you were through. And when you go, when you slam the door, I let you know that you won't be away too long. And then, of course, there was this gem. Reminded me of brighter days. I hope you were coming home to stay. Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired of trying to feel that, boy? Or do you need more? And then, okay, if you ever see videos that my girlfriends and I make together, there's always a part where we have to play the Dirty Dancing song and lift somebody over our heads. And this actually started on our girls' trip. We did a weekend in Madrid, and we decided that we were going to be able to lift our smallest friend, Julie's her name, to lift her over our heads, and we couldn't do it. So then it became like our mission. Like at every single party, we try to pick somebody up over our heads, and it's hysterical. So here's a little video of that debacle. fun. And so, you know, I'm just going to hold on to those memories because this year it's going to be a lot smaller for us. Like I said, we're going to be with my in-laws, Bettina's parents who live next door. So we're just going to have dinner and play cards, which is super. It's like just the same as having one household because we live next door to them. So we're around them all the time. So a few things that happened for me in 2020 that were really good is obviously like I got to have a relationship with all you guys. I didn't think I was going to have a YouTube channel or have a viral video or any of that. All of that kind of happened by accident. So that's like one thing that I'm so proud of and something that I get still every day get a kick out of it, that all this kind of happened. And so thank you to all of you, because without you, none of that would have happened, without you guys tuning in to watch my videos and liking my stuff that I put out. So thank you to you guys. That was probably, when I talk about like the best thing that happened in 2020 for me, that's probably the number one best thing was this video and this YouTube channel. Of course, my health and all that stuff. But this channel and everything, and getting to meet people from all over the world and get to be creative with these videos and stuff. So that's been really cool. So thank you all very much. Another thing that happened to me in 2020 that's kind of fantastic is I embraced the grays. Like during the corona, everyone comments all the time, writes messages on what pretty color my hair is. And I don't do anything to it anymore. I got so sick of coloring my hair during the corona time. I just told my wife, there's a video on there somewhere of it, take the clippers and buzz it off. So I've been blonde, I've been highlights, I've been brown, I've been black hair. I've changed the color of my hair so many times. And finally I got sick of it and just buzzed it off. And I'm so glad I did it when I did it, because now I'm getting to enjoy this process of having these sort of natural highlights or lowlights or whatever they're called. I don't know. Like, that just kind of happened natural from being an old lady. And if I would have continued to color my hair for longer, then I would have skipped over this part. I would have just had white hair, and then I would have gone from having colored hair to white hair and no kind of transition in between. And I just love the way it looks. I mean, maybe I never say anything's forever, but you know, maybe tomorrow I don't like it anymore and I change my mind and I start coloring my hair again. That's life. Maybe it happens, who knows. But for right now, I'm just loving the fact that I've embraced the grays, silver fox, white hair, don't care, and kind of let this thing happen. That was 2020, where I became a white-haired old lady. Cheers again. We'll drink to that too. We're going to drink to everything today. Well, it depends on how you look at it, but this is going to be all about the positives this year, this video. I had 2 knee replacements. So I guess you can look at it 2 ways. I guess if you look at it negatively, that I'm not even 50, I'm in my 40s, and I had to get both of my knees replaced. But if you look at the positive side, the reason I had to get all of my knees replaced, I only have 2, but if I had more knees, I'd probably have to get those replaced as well. The reason that I had to get both of my knees replaced is because I had the opportunity to do sports on such a high level for so long. I was a 2-sport Division I college athlete, and then I was obviously a professional basketball player. I think everyone knows that story by now. So because I had these opportunities, I got to travel the world shooting that stupid little ball. I beat my body up a little bit. So, I mean, right now it's kind of, well, not so nice because I'm going through the rehab of my second knee surgery. So, of course, there's struggles with that. But in the bigger picture, everything that I gained from getting to play basketball and all the travel and everything, you know, I don't think I would have traded it. I think I would have done everything exactly the same. So that's one big positive was to have my knees replaced. And I hope it gives me back some sort of quality of, so as I uncross my legs and I'm in excruciating pain, I hope it gives me back that quality of life that I was missing before the surgery. So we're going to count that as a positive. Another positive about 2020 is not the pandemic. Obviously that was terrible, but, or that is still terrible, but, you know, all of my businesses. So I'm a little bit of an entrepreneur. I think everyone knows this by now as well. I founded a school, I own an international school, and I own a restaurant, and my wife owns a record label. So we kind of are our own bosses in those sort of genres. But if you think of the businesses that were probably the biggest hit by things getting shut down and the lockdowns and everything, obviously schools that got shut down were private schools. So, if, you know, we're privately funded. We don't get government support for the fees and stuff for the school. Our restaurant, obviously, if you don't have events and things like that at the restaurant, I mean, how are you going to keep the electric on? And then obviously the music. My wife had huge concerts and tours and everything, big European tours planned and all this stuff. And everything got canceled, everything. Her CD release, actually her CD is doing really well if you want to check it out, bettinashelker.com. her CD is doing really well, but she couldn't have her CD release party. She couldn't do her CD tour, any of this stuff. The school, obviously, we were closed from basically, I think it was end of February, beginning of March until May or so. We were supposed to, the rumor was we were supposed to close again this Monday, January 4th, but we didn't close. But we were able to get through that. Same thing with the restaurant. You know, we opened up for kind of service on a Monday and got shut down on a Friday. So it was 5 days. So you buy a restaurant, you buy tables, you buy stuff, you get everything cleaned out, you replace all the equipment, you have it cleaned, you do all this stuff. It took them 6 weeks to get it ready to go. Open it, and it opens on Monday, closes on Friday. And that could make somebody a little bit crazy. But because we were able to still run the school food service through our restaurant, we were able to keep somehow we were able to keep everything alive. And I'm sorry, I'm sitting outside, so it's freezing. We were able to keep everything alive. So I'm going to count that as a positive, because even though the pandemic was rubbish, we were able to keep everything afloat, and we were able to keep healthy. That's probably the most important thing. So I'm going to say that as the last thing of 2020 that was a big positive, was that myself and my family stayed healthy. I mean, besides getting my legs chopped off. Regarding the coronavirus, we all stayed healthy. And I mean, that's kind of all. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure that everybody that got it, it's not like, we can't blame them. But I mean, just being cognizant of what's going on around you, wearing your masks, washing your hands, doing everything that they tell you to do. We've been really careful about that. And so we've been able to stay relatively healthy, knock on wood, and hope that we remain healthy. So that's my review of 2020. And of course, enjoy the videos of our New Year's Eve party last year. This year will be a lot more tame next door. But think of me if you're on the East Coast, think of me at 6 o'clock your time. And if you're on the West Coast, think of me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon your time, because it'll be already oh, can you hear? Fireworks are already starting to go off here. Will be 6 hours ahead of the East Coast and 9 hours ahead of the West Coast and the US. So think of us at New Year's as the year changes. And I wish all of you a super and safe New Year's Eve. I hope that you're staying home and with just a few people, and you're being safe and you're being cautious. And let's hope that 2021 is going to be a better year. But if it isn't, we're going to get through it together. Right, girls and boys? Okay. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to... Do I go this way? Oh gosh, I can never remember. Yeah, this way. Here, subscribe, and we'll have more videos coming up for you soon. Happy New Year. Bye.